Hey everybody, my name is Rydo, and today we're starting a new series for a game called Cayne, C-A-Y-N-E. I'm gonna just say Cayne is the name. And this is in honor of Mother's Day. This was the only game I could even think of at all that had a mother or any influence. Turns out it's not very common to deal with the topic of motherhood in video games. There's not a lot to set up here, so we're going to just immediately jump into this point-click adventure. I did want to point out, when you first play the game, you pick your language, and it seems like he's put either sponsors or people who translated for different languages logos on there, which is kind of weird. And then it restarts the game when you select the language. We'll be playing as the US, UK, English. This is going to be quite the odd one, considering the focus. This game is a little weird in itself because it was going to be sold, but the creators instead decided to give it away for free to promote their next game, STASIS. And then, let's see. They're already onto a Kickstarter for their third game, which is kind of interesting. I'm going to have all of the audio modified globally down to 60%. It starts at 85%, and they popped up a warning saying if you change any of this, you might affect things. Interesting here that there are so many. This is the most number of controllers I've ever seen for audio, and boy do I love it. And then there's test options for most of this, but not the background and not the music. So we can test to see if the effects are loud enough.
No.
Servo calibration in progress.
And see, computer voice and voice is separated out, so that's nice. And that's really all we need to do. So we'll just apply changes even though we didn't change anything. And we just need to know that this is a moderately small team here on the credits. So this is not probably going to be the longest of games in the first place. And that's all we really need to know right now. You can hit X here, by the way, to see the baby if you want to see the baby. And that's kind of all we need to know, so we can just start the game. Why does it always take me so long to start games? Going in blind here. Don't know anything else other than the trailer I saw, which caught my eye to this game in the first place. Boy, does this look nice. This looks way too good for a point-and-click adventure. This is a relatively new game, too, like less than a year old. But oddly, didn't come out on Mother's Day last year, I don't believe. They should have timed it.
I don't want a child. I've never wanted one. I had a plan, and this wasn't part of it.
Relax. I promise this won't hurt a bit.
How would he know? Thanks.
Just a few more items to check off, and we can start. Name and ID?
Hadley, 14-0-31-21-09.
And the procedure is being paid for by a third party?
Yes.
No explanation needed. No family listed?
No family. It's just me.
A special order here. That's for me. Right then. Let's begin. Nurse.
Now, count back from 10.
10, 9,
You'll be just fine, sweetie.
8, 7.
So far, it seems like she's doing the exact opposite of being a mother. Getting rid of the baby.
God. Where am I?
She was trying at
What
least.
did you do to me?
You must be awake during the extraction procedure. Please remain calm.
Please.
After the labor of your womb, you will get and achieve. The selfless sabbath will be remembered for generations to come.
Please.
Still not in control yet. So this is all
Help me.
a cutscene. No mouse cursor. So apparently there's some kind of underground baby stealing operation going on here. I've got no mouse cursor, so I assume I'm supposed to just look here. Unless there's a controller button.
Beginning fetal extraction pre-check.
Like, she looks way more pregnant than she did.
Subject in place. Ready for extraction.
So how long has she been asleep?
What are you gonna do to me?
Uh-oh. Ooh, that doesn't look pretty. Just grab the surgical scalpel. And then use the scalpel on our inventory. On this guy. Right click. Figure in the suit. And he seems to be gaseous.
I'm sorry. Shit. I
Scan
didn't.
complete. Subject no longer present. Fetal extraction cancelled.
Jesus. Still pregnant. Fetal extraction. This is all because of the baby?
So
Pregnant. I am pregnant. This isn't right.
So we've got swollen, molten tissue, gapes, wetly scalpel, now stuck in vertebrae. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Let's just look. Now I already kind of don't like this top-down isometric perspective. It seems like hovering just tells you what it is when you look. So instead of clicking and having audio respond, which is usually what you get in point-and-click adventures, it's now just a hovering. That's actually probably an effective way to save on voice acting. It just not have all of that happen. We have data records. The data disk contains the medical records of patient. This. And let's see. Can we use our data records in the surgical bed terminal? Apparently not. And I guess we're not going to get the scalpel back. So we've got a computer terminal that maybe we can use the data disk there. That we already had that. We have another computer terminal over here and a holographic display. Let's try this terminal. The finger tells me that it's something I can interact with. But I really wish we could zoom in on these characters and get a different perspective of a game. Here we have Happy Mother's Day. ARM, everything's in English, so it looks alien, but still is playing in English.
This is crazy. This is batshit crazy. I am crazy.
So here we're looking at their success ratio, and it's 2 out of 3, but sometimes it doesn't always work. Dr. Adams level 9 calibration, Joseph Brano software update. These look like human names. And say I can't click on any of these other things. Program. Let's see. Calibrated servers, loading protocols, pre-scan target, routed to scanner, and engage.
No valid target selected.
And then we can click back here. And unless we have to take this lifeless Hulk and put him on the bed, I don't think that's what we're supposed to do. I assume we're supposed to find a doorway. Valid gestate targets only.
Scan complete. Subject no longer present. Fetal extraction cancelled.
And so, yeah, unless I was going to go sit on the bed, I don't think so. And then let's see if we can use the computer terminal with this data disk. How about, can we use it with this data disk? And when we do use this thing, it scans, and the idea is,
Scan complete. Subject no longer present. Fetal extraction cancelled.
okay, so it's not to interact with this. Being a pregnant woman, I wish we could zoom in and see her closer. I bet she needs to, I need to activate it and then have it scan me in on the drain pipe. So run this way.
Scan
It
complete.
worked.
Subject in place. Fetus ready for extraction.
Alright, now just need to move out of the way. And hopefully I was close enough that we can, I guess from this computer, activate the arm. It's a little weird going around between two computers.
Begin womb extraction process.
Let's see how this works.
Breathe, Hadley. Breathe.
You can see she's got some weird mechanical thing over her chest that's barely covering her. And I was expecting for it to grab the drain hole cover, not the guy, but whatever. That was clearly what was supposed to happen. And so here you can see her back is exposed and she was on her stomach.
I gotta get out of here.
That is not a smart move to lay on your stomach or be knocked on your stomach. Let's see, a PDA when you're pregnant. We've got some empty void. We've got this PDA glowing. We've got this twisted wreckage. And we've got the control terminal. So can we make it to this? Whatever's down there, there's not, it can't be much worse than this. Can I get to the PDA? The stench of the industrial lubricant and scorched meat is nauseating. This is an incredibly crazy technology. And I guess I need to put an apologies in here too. I knew this game was weird. But frankly, it's the only game I could even think of that even had a motherhood theme. And it's a horror game, sorry. Or a gore game at the very least. I'm wondering if you can't get it. Like, we can look here, and we don't know. Did I just die? If I did, hopefully that's not game over.
And to think a fall could have been a good thing for me a few months ago.
Ouch!
Uncalled for, Hadley. Funny, but uncalled for.
Ouch! They're gonna have to be careful if they go that route. Like, making dead baby jokes is not an easy path to travel as a comedian. Let's see. Overhang. Let's take the sharp-bladed pincer first of all. That looks like a weapon. And so, one of the problems with point-and-click games, usually, what's this glint? Light bounces off the contorted metal item. Is that in point-and-click adventure games, usually you're walking around very slowly and picking up items, and you're not very physically, ooh, there's the scalpel, able to do much. It's not an action game. And by placing the main character as a pregnant woman in some weird get-up, a very pregnant woman,
No.
then you've pretty much solved the issue that you've often run into. However, let's see, here we have flames and smoke lick around this scalded mass of metal. The word mother's clearly scratched into the exposed aluminum surface. I don't see that, but okay. By having most of the dialogue turn into these things, where it's just hovering text, you're saving yourself. Well, you're taking out a lot of the audio, but you're also saving yourself the need to record all the audio. Frankly, it probably would be a major part of why this game is free versus being on sale for like $5. But I imagine their major part is this is a kind of a weird story, and they were trying to sell their next game. But let's see, this is never going to work again. Let's get this PDA. See if that helps us. She seems to be able to bend down and pick up things. Look at her hands. Let's see. So this is Hank. March 23rd. Alice is sick. Clumps of her hair fall out when I brushed it before her bedtime story last night. This morning she was listless and pale and leaky. Mother says the food in the facility is bad, and just to be safe I've started feeding her protein powder from my own stash. But I think it's something in our IV lines. We pump a lot of unregulated, wait a minute, regulated experimental chemicals through the host, and maybe their blood has become contaminated. I need to find a new source, perhaps the sample from the brood. My sister's health trumps getting busted snooping around Karen's menagerie again. I need to resupply my brood gas canisters anyways. Besides, it's an opportunity for scientific research, like Dr. Adams would quip. You know what I'm Sagan? You know what I'm Sagan? I don't get it, but I laugh anyways. Maybe he's saying, you know what I'm saying? Mother says I need to laugh at jokes or people will think I'm creepy. I decided to make a list of behavioral prompts and appropriate responses because the social stuff can get complicated. And that was 23, and that was kind of long. Behavioral prompts and response. Laugh if somebody makes a joke. Blame Joseph if somebody else complains about the body parts that are going missing from bio-waste disposal units. Or blame one of the Cayne Tech Institute techs instead. 3 question mark. That was short. Lucy is responding to new treatment. Lucy is Alice. Was Alice? I think the name suits her better since she got her new face last week. She just looks more like a Lucy now. We had an intern once named Lucy. She had the same freckles on her nose. That was before, though. The other me, when I was much older. It's confusing. I've asked Dr. Adams about that, and he explained that it's because of the accident. My memories are not always reliable, so it's possible I dreamed up part about her subsequent vivisection. But the screams and the tears, the way her organs gleamed in the surgical lights, seem so real and don't make and more than a bit erotic. I'll admit. Creepy, Hank. So apparently there's some weird body gore that's going to happen in this game. Too. Well, I wonder how bad this is going to get. An interesting thing. Let's see. We're on April 8th. Don't lick your sister, really. Let's just kind of peruse Hank's. I don't think I care to read all of this just from the fact that it's really long. I had to amputate Lucy's leg last night, although the maggot therapy showed some superficial improvement. Mother have persisted on and off. I think Mother is probably a computer program. It used to be Lucy. I also kind of think that maybe he's picking up different women and calling them all the same. So, did that give us any information? Or yes, but was that really useful information? The terminal has been locked due to a security event. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seriously, was there something in the PDA that would have mentioned a code? Do we have to read it again? Let's see, we read most of it, so let's see if there's anything here that a total blah 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 blah, which means a total lockdown at the level. Her mouth and nostrils are clogged, the substance range of teeth have fallen off. Between this and the recent incidents with Mother, I've been getting hit in the elevator. I lack a PT. So we have like a total lockdown thing. But it doesn't look like there's any code. Or any hint. Let's see. It doesn't seem like there's anything here that would imply a solution to that. And so what are we looking for then? We have the mangled scalpel, which, let's say we did use the mangled scalpel with this.
Hadley, what'd your mother say?
Interesting. So we'll just go back down, I guess. Let's see, maybe if we use this with this, or with this.
Don't worry, little guy. I'm not that stupid.
Or with this. Seems odd to not pick up the PDA and have it in your inventory. This looks like the engine behind this game, as it's created, is really good. Like, way better than you would expect for a point-and-click adventure. And sure, if you're doing point-and-click adventure gaming, you don't really have to have, like, smooth, fluid running and gunning. Oh, exposed insulation. Let's see, maybe if we could cut that. But it certainly looks a lot better than most point-and-click adventure games I end up playing, because most of them are...
For shit's sake!
Seriously. I'm trying everything here. And it seems like not much is happening. This looks like a doorway that would open. Dripping condensation has rusted through the metal piping here, exposing some of the insulation. But unless I'm supposed to use these two.
Hadley needs to get her head checked. Maybe if I... Wait. Nope.
Smoldering remains. We have the sharp-bladed pincer. And we have this overhang. And we have nothing else. Which tells me I should probably be up here. That would make sense. To find the scalpel, come back up here. And... then... is there something else I'm missing? You often run into that issue of just a pixel hunt in point-and-click adventure games. Let's see. Let's just go to the control terminal. Let's see. Can we do an M? No. And can we do an X? No. And nothing there. How long would it take me to solve this if I tried every single solution? Assuming this is just drawing in a picture. With 4 options, if it's supposed to be some kind of picture, you're not going to run into many options. Anyways. Arm. This is the arm. There was something it said in the PDA about the arm. We've run into an interesting trick here, because it seems like there very possibly is the answer somewhere in here. We stopped reading at the "Don't Lick Your Sister" part. Engineers. Let's see. There's a lot of words. The arm chip failures have made Dr. Adams even more anxious about unusual. And today I heard him asking Joseph about irregularities in the lab security access log. I seen Joseph lurking around the lab with a woman late at night sometimes, but I told Dr. Adams and he doesn't know anything about it. Dr. Adams believes everything Joseph tells him, or maybe Dr. Adams just doesn't want Joseph to get into trouble for some reason. The way he so obviously ignores Joseph's extracurricular activities with the hosts, for example, he's weirdly protective of the man. Maybe I'm supposed to use the dates here. That wouldn't. If that was the case, it would have to be 2 of the first ones. That'd be a little bit odd too. So we have a lot of left leg talk. So maybe we'll find somebody that is missing their left leg. Escape plan with getting Hadley and Mother to the elevator will be difficult, though. Even if I could, my lack of a PDT won't allow escape. And unless there's something I'm missing, it seems like you just pick this up and you use it and then you put it back down. You can't put it in your inventory. Crushed computer terminal. And doing something with it, though. Ooh, shafts of light. We're running into an issue here where we're running out of things to do. Wane light spills through a hazy mark from one of the upper levels. Control terminal. A filthy, greasy terminal has somehow managed to avoid any significant damage on the screen. How come I can't? If it's a filthy, greasy terminal, how come I can't see the code? Like, like, if there was supposed to be fingerprints or something on the screen, I'm not seeing it. And we can't click and fall again. And Hadley. And we're not supposed to take the scalpel, are we, and cut ourselves, are we? No, that would be silly. Mangled tile floors. Maybe I'm supposed to... It's a weird left click then right click options on this. Odd, I feel like we are all over the place on this map and we're not finding the solution. And it seems a little too early in the game to run into an issue like this. And see, she almost falls there. Interesting. Crushed computer terminal. I'm a little uncertain whether I'm gonna like Hadley as a character either. That you kind of start off pretty badly. Let's hit the escape button now. Well, this is the menu, quick save, so we can save all of that. And that's where we're gonna end this recording. Like I said, happy Mother's Day. We're playing a game that centers around doing mother. Sorry, I apologize that it's a gore horror point-click game. Sorry, it's just, if you know anything, let me know down in the comments. There aren't that many games that have even mothers mentioned, let alone play a major part. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.